apples I'm going to make some wine out. I'll probably take some of the ones off the ground, the ones that are still good, make wine out of those. If I don't have enough, I'll get some from the tree. Alright, I picked up a lot of the ones on the ground, got some from the tree too. So that should be enough to make a batch of wine. But there's still a bunch on the ground. Some of those can be used, some of them are just too rotten. Still got a bunch in the tree, so we got plenty. We're gonna make apple wine, and I have already opened up the juice. I have 2 cups of sugar ready, and I'm gonna mix those in just a little bit. I've already placed 1.5 teaspoons of acid blend in. I put a 1/2 teaspoon of pectin enzyme. I put a 1/4 teaspoon of tannin, and then I put 1 teaspoon of yeast nutrient, and I crushed up a Camden tablet to help kill off any natural yeast, which I should have done anyway in the boiling process when I made the juice. And you can see how dark that natural juice is. You can also put chunks of apples in here, but I didn't save anything that I strained off. So like when I was making the juice, I didn't strain or save the solid parts. So I'm just gonna go with straight juice here. So that's 1 gallon or 4 quarts. Go ahead and add in the sugar. And we had to put the pectin enzyme in because apples have a lot of pectin, and it's really gonna mess up the ability of the wine to ferment. It just causes a lot of problems. It just gets too thick. So added in the juice, the sugar, all the other ingredients I just listed, stir those up, let this set for 24 hours, and then I'll add in the yeast. And I've got the yeast in the fridge. And then we're going to make apple wine, which could be turned into apple jack, meaning that you freeze distill it, increase the concentration, and make a hard apple cider. Now I mentioned I want to make a quick correction, or really not necessarily a correction, but an addition. All the ingredients I listed there will make an apple wine, but I'm going to make an apple cider. So if you're going to make an apple cider, you'll go with less sugar, about 1 cup, and then you'll use the same amount of juice. You'll still add in the same amount of pectin enzyme, but instead of yeast nutrient, you'll add a yeast energizer. And then the crushed Camden tablet. So you don't need to put in the the tannin into it. So that's the main difference between the two on ingredients. It's a little less sugar. You got a yeast energizer instead of a yeast nutrient. But either way, if you want to make this a hard apple cider, we're going to increase the alcohol concentration by freeze distilling. Now, freeze distilling is illegal in a lot of locations. I'm not saying I'm freeze distilling, but you could freeze distill it and increase the concentration.